My name is Ryan and I live in this school bus tiny house, and today we are unboxing this brand new Astro AI 22-liter portable freezer that can run on both 12 volt or residential 120. So thank you to Astro AI for sending me this unit to unbox for you guys and share with you. So let's dive in. Today we're hanging out at my parents' house in Wisconsin. So I'm parked in front of their house on the street right now. And that's where I actually got this delivered to, because sometimes coordinating deliveries on the road isn't always easy. So it's always easy to send it to a friend or a family member that I know I'm gonna be coming close to in the near future. So again, this is a 22-liter, 12-volt portable freezer that can also be used as a cooler or a portable fridge. So we're gonna get in here, cut it open, and check it out. Astro AI has been a longtime partner of mine. We've worked together on a few of their other products, so I'm really excited to be able to share this with you guys today and check it out. So first off, looking inside, it's packaged very nicely. It's got the foam insert here, so we're gonna go ahead and take that out. Set that on the ground for now. And it's got a bag on it as well, so we're just gonna pull that off, set it aside. And I see some handles in here, so let's see if I can grab the handles. This is oh, I might end up breaking the box. There we go. So here's the actual unit. We're gonna set that on the side. That is it for what's in the box. So we're gonna put our packaging material back in here, and we are going to set this aside for now. So let's get into it. First impressions, it is nicely packaged. No major cosmetic issues that I see. It's got the wrap here on the controls to keep it protected. We've got the input and the fuse over here on the side. Looks like a vent here. Overall, it looks like it's a really solid construction. It's got a little bit of weight to it. You can tell the compressor and the guts are on this side because it tends to be heavy there. But once you get it fully loaded, it should be kind of even weight. So let's go ahead and open it, see what we got on the inside. So we got one little box in here, and that's about it. This says ice cube tray on it, so we can open that. And it's got this little silicone ice cube tray, so you can actually fill that, put the lid on it, and produce ice with this 12-volt freezer. That drops back in the little tray there, close it. So that's gonna be your coldest part of this. And then this area in here can actually be used as a cooler, as a refrigerator, or as a freezer. There's also a drain plug on the bottom. Looks like we got some other just kind of gasket insulation up here. There's also a light that I see here, so I'm guessing it'll light up once we plug it in. So let's close this for a second and check out what's inside of our box here. So we've got our power brick. So if you're plugging this into residential electricity, you've got your power cord and your brick to do the conversion and be able to plug it into residential power. Or it looks like it came with maybe about a 15-foot cord. I'll check the instructions and see, but it's got the 12-volt socket on the end and can be powered via 12 volt. And then of course we've got our user manual. So let's see, take a look. It may tell us the length of these cords in here. So yeah, we've got the magnetic door handle, which is here, so it's a magnetic latch. We've got the control panel, which is protected here with the plastic. We've got the carrying handles, which are on either side. The heat dissipation port, which is down over here, so there's vents on this side, so you want to leave those vented areas open to circulate air. We talked about the AC power cord. We've got the DC power cord. There's a drain plug in the bottom, as well as the ice maker. So we took a look at the ice maker, showed you guys that. There's the LED light on the inside. The power port again is down here by the venting, and then the ice cube tray, which we took a look at. So we've got we got our power button, a set button, increase temperature, decrease temperature, child safety lock, and a USB charging port. So not only can you use this as a fridge or freezer, you can actually charge your devices with this when it's plugged in. So our dimensions on this one, we're looking at just under 2 feet wide, including the width of the handles, and we are looking at just over a foot tall, so it's just over 13 inches tall. Let's see, now everybody always wants to know, what is the power consumption on something like this? So most of the time I am boondocking on solar power, so power consumption is a major thing that I want to keep track of so that I'm not depleting what my solar can produce. So today is a very nice sunny day. I'm under the tree cover here, and even though my panels are mostly shaded, I'm still producing power to recharge my battery from running last night. So again, this is a 22 liter, so this is kind of their mid-size model. They've got some larger ones, some smaller ones. And when it's on AC, so at 100 volts, you're looking at about 1.2 amps. And on DC 12 volt, which is how I plan to use it, it's gonna use 5 amps of power when it's plugged in. Now, if it's like a normal refrigerator or freezer, the compressor will cycle, so it's not necessarily pulling 5 amps 100% of the time, but I will be able to check into that once I actually get it plugged in, powered up, and kind of monitor how much power it uses over time. So let's see what the instructions say to do. We're gonna connect our power supply from one end of the other. So right now, because we're on the outside of the bus, I'm just gonna plug it into one of the wall outlets on the outside, but on the inside of the bus, I do have that 12 volt socket where when I actually have it installed, we're gonna be using this. So let's see, we're gonna connect our power, press the power button to turn the freezer on into cooling mode, and display the current temperature. So what I think we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna pull out my Victron app on my phone. Let me pull it up real quick. And I'm going to see if we can see a spike in energy consumption when I plug this in. So we've got it up. Right now we're looking at about 78% on my battery. We're putting 4 amps of power into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and screen record on my phone. We're gonna get the power adapter together and we're gonna plug this in and see, is my battery still charging, or are we pulling more than 4 amps on the 12 volt system? So we're gonna go ahead and get that plugged in, undo our twist ties here. And the nice thing with this is having both power options. If I am plugged into shore power, I can always swap it out for 120 with this adapter, or again, boondocking, I'll keep it on the 12 volt system. So let's get this open in the box there. Now we may have to move closer to the outlet to test it, so let me slide the table over there and we'll be right back in a minute. Okay, so we are closer to the outlet now. We've got our power here. I've got my Victron app open, so we're gonna go ahead and start screen recording now. Oh, that was the wrong button. Let's try that again. We're gonna jump back in here and go to our screen recording. There it is. And we are recording on there. So we've got our power supply here. We're gonna get this lined up, and it's got a little pin on it, or a little slot on it, so you know which way to plug it in. I'm also gonna peel the plastic off, which is always a satisfying feeling doing something like that. And then behind me, we're gonna go ahead and plug this in. Again, I'm currently charging with about 4 amps from my solar, because I've got other things running and we are under the shade of the trees. So we got the power in. I just heard a beep. We're still seeing 4 amps going into the batteries on my phone. Let's go ahead and turn the power on. And so it looks like the inside temperature is saying, oh, I just felt the compressor kick in. And we dropped down to 1 amp going into the battery, so that leads me to believe we're pulling about 3 amps of power when this compressor kicks in. So let's go ahead. Oh, we are locked right now. Okay, now I gotta figure out how to unlock it. There we go. So to lock your settings, so again, kids aren't gonna mess with it, press and hold the lock button right above the USB port and you're gonna be good to go. So it's showing 70 degrees. We're at 14.2 volts going in, and it must automatically lock. So the lock is off. So right now, Let's put this into freezer mode, give it a run for its money. I just dropped it down to -1 degrees, and the sun has come out a little bit more, so we're actually still charging the batteries with more power now than we were before, so it's kind of hard to get a reading exactly how much power we're pulling, but we are plugged in, we are cooling. We started at 70 degrees, we're down to 65 degrees inside already, so we're gonna let this run, but for a second, let's take a look inside. I said there was that LED light, so let's take a look. So we open it, you guys probably can't see it here, but there is a little LED light here, and it is getting a little bit cool on the inside, so that is a great sign that it's working. So we're gonna let this run for a little bit, and we'll come check back in, let's say in about 15 minutes, and let's see how cold it gets in that 15-minute time frame. So it's been about 15 minutes since we plugged it in, set it to -4. We started out at 70 degrees inside the cooler. We are down to 35 degrees already, so that's pretty impressive. It shouldn't take it too much longer to get down to that freezing temperature. So ultimately, I'm excited to get this installed in the bus. I think I'm gonna put it under my couch for now, but if you guys are interested in checking out the entire line of Astro AI portable freezers, again, they come in a variety of sizes. I'll link them down in the description for you guys to check them out. If you're interested, you can get them right on Amazon, and it's super easy. So if you guys like review videos like this, be sure to drop a comment. Let me know what you guys want to see next in any kind of review or how-to, things like that. If you haven't done so already, be sure to hit that subscribe button to follow more bus life adventures, and be sure to give the video a big thumbs up to let YouTube know that you're enjoying tiny living bus life content. Until next time, we'll see you guys later. Have a great day.